Hey friends, it's Ann with Social Media for Churches. And just to remind you that I'm here to help you do effective social media ministry with the time, the resources, and energy that you have. Now, if you are a church that has a dedicated person to handle your social media ministry, if you have a big social media ministry budget, if you have a grand plan that strategically goes through the year and content is created and scheduled 12 months in advance, that is awesome. That's ideal. But as you know, life in ministry is rarely ideal. And I am coming to this as a person who has done my entire ministry as a solo pastor in underfunded churches. So I know firsthand how much is in short supply when we are trying to do ministry. So the good news is that you can start where you are and have effective social media ministry with a little bit of time and intention. And then what you can do is build upon that. But the idea that if you can't do everything, you shouldn't do anything when it comes to social media ministry, that is just wrong. Because it is just imperative that we have a social media presence in our ministry these days. And in fact, it's kind of wonderful. Again, as a pastor of small churches, it is so exciting to me to be able to reach people beyond those who are gonna put their butts in the pew on Sunday morning. That to me is amazing. That has always been one of my frustrations as a pastor, and I have chosen small churches. I love small churches, but the idea that I was only reaching such a small amount of people every Sunday, that the good news that we, and not just me as the pastor, but we as a church had to share, was only able to reach those people who were putting their butts in the pews on Sunday morning. Social media gives us the opportunity to share the good news with people who desperately need to hear it, whether they come and sit in our church or not. Now, I'm not going to lie, the people you reach through social media ministry, some of them may end up putting their butts in your pews, but a lot of them won't. A lot of them will be people that you reach solely through online ministry. And that is okay. We need to get okay with that. And again, I say this as a church person. I like to be in person. I love to have a church community of people that I see every week and interact with every week. And I know how they're doing and they ask how I'm doing. And we support one another and love one. That is my jam. That's what I like to do. However, that is not for everyone. And to not engage in social media ministry is to say to those people, if you don't come and put your butts in our pews on Sunday morning, we ain't got nothing for you. Yeah, that's not the way you do the gospel, y'all. So we have this wonderful opportunity through social media to reach so many people with the good news that they so desperately need to hear. It is so cool. So Social Media for Churches has easy ways for you to do that effectively. Whether you download ready-to-go templates to go in Canva, whether you get tips from different downloads that we offer, whether you download things on how to increase your giving by using social media, video ideas, ways to use social media to engage with people locally, how to specifically target local people with your social media efforts. And starting in January, we will have the social media ministry group that will go all throughout 2024. You can opt in for the whole year. You can go month by month. So people who are part of the 2024 social media group, every month they will get the same sort of resources you got if you opted in for the free Advent resource. It is a Google Sheet that has 3 different things a day, 3 different ideas a day that you can post. And it ends up, you'll learn, being more than 3 ideas, but the idea is that there's an idea for a post, Facebook, Instagram, an idea for a story, and an idea for a short form video for TikTok or Instagram. And those ideas can be used interchangeably. It ends up being more than 3 ideas a day, but you will get that every month. And again, you can just do it monthly or you can opt in for the whole year. Every month we will do a free training and question session, which means it'll be a 2-hour session on Zoom. You can join for both hours or 1 hour, either hour. The first part will be a training where we'll learn something new, a strategy, a tool, a technique. And the second hour will be a time for questions, answers, and sharing. So that'll happen every month via Zoom. You will also have access to anything in Social Media for Churches that is a paid download. You will be able to access that at no extra charge. And we will also have a group of people who are part of this group that is not on Facebook or another social media. It's its own private group within the platform that I use for all of my Social Media for Churches resources. Whether or not you choose to join the social media group for 2024, there are lots of resources that you can access with Social Media for Churches. We're on Instagram, there's a private Facebook group, there are free resources, there are paid resources that don't cost that much money. So use those to your advantage. Use these resources to help make your social media more effective, because it is a tool you can build on. You can start small with the energy you have, the knowledge you have, and you can begin to build on that. And without a ton of extra effort or money, you can have a really effective social media ministry where you are reaching people beyond your walls, beyond those who put their butts in your pews on Sunday morning. And yeah, it feels really great to be able to reach people with the good news that we so desperately want to share and they so desperately need to hear. So, blessings on your continued ministry. What you do matters. It makes a difference.